The government is committed to tackling gender-based violence and advancing gender equality and women's empowerment as urgent national priorities. Prime Minister James Marape will spearhead a high-level parliamentary event on Tuesday ahead of National Women's Day on March 24th. He emphasized that violence against women and girls will not be tolerated and that policy changes are necessary to protect women's rights and ensure gender equality. He stated that gender-based violence is a national crisis and will ensure that every woman and girl in Papua New Guinea lives free from fear, violence, and discrimination. The event at the National Parliament and the State Function Room will convene MPs, key government agencies, civil society leaders, and international development partners to discuss legislative reforms, institutional commitments, and practical measures to combat gender-based violence in Papua New Guinea. To emphasize the national urgency of this issue, the event will begin with a suspension of parliamentary question time, ensuring that gender-based violence and gender equality take center stage in Parliament. The Permanent Parliamentary Committee on Gender-Based Violence and Gender Equality and Women's Empowerment will also present key findings and recommendations, highlighting the legislative gaps, policy shortcomings, and urgent reforms needed to address gender-based violence effectively. Following this presentation, Parliament will adjourn and discussions will continue in the State Function Room where government officials, civil society representatives, and international partners will deliberate on practical policy-driven solutions. The event is expected to generate strong media coverage, ensuring that the conversation on gender-based violence and gender equality remains at the forefront of national discourse. Susan Oreape, TV1 News.